play hard. Because sports is a game that if you're going to watch the Reds play tonight on television and the game starts at 7, that game's going to start at 7. It's not going to start at 7:10 when they get there. So just make yourself always be on time and play hard.
So message is to be on time and play hard throughout the game.
Be on time and play hard. And I know I've saw other players before that you said when I was scouting you'd see a game, but you really didn't see the talent level that you were looking for. But one guy would stick out like your thumb because he was a Pete Rose type guy. And the guy that I'd be talking about would be Chris Sabo.
Right.
I mean, Sabo, when I first saw Sabo play, he was a hockey player. I mean, he wasn't overly blessed with talent. But one thing about it, he could run like the wind, and he could throw. And then it comes back to the old Branch Rickey theory. You sign every player that can really run and throw. And if they ever hit, you got to start. Now, he says, you go out and sign all these hitters, all these big home run hitters, let somebody else have them. But don't mess with those big home run hitters, because if they can't run and throw, and if they don't hit, they're going to be headed for the house. And that was the Derek Jeter situation. Because Chad Mattola was a talented player, but who are you going to play him at? If he doesn't hit, you know. And there's a lot of cases like that where that the player was a high school player or even a college player, but he didn't have the ability to be a defensive player and play in a big league. But if he hits with a DH and things like that, he might make it for a while. So that would be one thing that I do. I always like to see guys that I like to see guys that could really run and could really throw. And they'd take my eye just like snapping your finger. Because if they hit, Skeeter Barnes is another one. Now, they might not be a front leg player like a Jeter or Larkin or somebody like that. But one thing about it, they might be the best utility player that you can find. Because if you need someone to play defense for a couple innings, they're the guy that can do it. And that was a message that I try to get across to these young guys.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bennett, for your time. We appreciate it. Remember to follow us on Facebook at type in G Bennett Baseball Classic in the search engine. Remember to also follow us on Twitter at GBB Classic is our Twitter handle. Admission is free to all games. It will be played at 7 different venues: Medford, Branch Rickey, Portsmouth, Weaversburg West, Medford, and Valley. The championship game will be at the Branch at 2 p.m. on Sunday, June the 15th, and the opening ceremonies for the event will be at 6 p.m. on Thursday, June the 11th. Thank you all.